and welcome to HealthyHouseplants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. Today's video is sponsored by our Amazon affiliate link, which you'll see in the comments section below. So today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of air circulation for your houseplants, especially for plants that are really more along the lines of outdoor plants and you're trying to grow them indoors, and or if you're growing some plants indoors that you will then be during this time of the year when it's colder, that you're going to be planting out in the spring. So this right here is a heliotrope that I'm growing that will be actually growing for someone that will be being planted in their garden come spring. And then this is a sensitive plant, which I have an article, I have articles and a video on growing sensitive plants in the indoors as well, but they're more of an outdoor plant. And they also are a plant that you don't want to grow. They are an outdoor plant, but they're a plant you don't want to grow in various areas of the country because they can be invasive. So they're better off indoors, but you want to treat them with the same sort of growing conditions that you would have outdoors. So in order, and this is great for seedlings too, when you're growing seedlings for your vegetable garden and for your flower garden at this time of year, you want to give them some air circulation. Because remember, what you're trying to do indoors, gardening in the great indoors, is you're trying to replicate Mother Nature, right? Well, one of the things that is very common in Mother Nature is wind. So in your house, you don't necessarily generally have the wind unless you have a plant near a heating or air conditioning duct, which isn't a great idea because that tends to dry out the plant and will cause things like leaf tip burn and that sort of thing. So I usually say keep the plants away from those sort of drafts. However, because it's either both heating and air conditioning is very drying to the plants and it will dry out their leaves. However, you do want some really good air circulation just in general around your plants. So that's why I have this fan here. So I'm going to show you, we're going to just, we can turn on the fan. So you can turn it on to low or high. And what happens when the plants have some air, and that was, let's see, that's low or that's high. Anyway, it's not, oh, this is low. So this is low. You may only need low, but high is okay too. So the reason why there is wind, besides to mess up your hair, is also when the wind blows, it makes the plants stronger. It makes their stems stronger. So this is really important for plants that you're trying to get from leaning and that sort of thing. So it will make your plants stronger and be ready to be planted outdoors or to grow well for you indoors. So occasionally putting the air on the plants is good. They do this in greenhouses. They do have fans going in greenhouses for circulation. It's good for circulation. It will keep away pests and diseases as well, but it also will make the plant stem itself stronger. So you can see how this heliotrope is growing fairly straight right now. If I hadn't been giving it some air circulation, it may not be doing that. The same with the sensitive plant, and also the funny thing with the sensitive plant was you put air on it is then the leaves then fold up as they do when you touch them as well. And if I touch it, it's even more. So as mentioned, it will keep the air circulating nicely, keep pests and diseases away, make the plants stronger. And it's kind of fun to watch them move around as well. If you are growing plants for outdoor planting, I would suggest doing this for an hour or two a day or so. You can also set it on low, like if I set this on low and have it go for longer, so you could, depending on the plant. So see how the plant does. Obviously, if you put a strong blast on a plant and it starts to really look like it's leaning over and not doing well, then either turn it down to low or put the plant further away so it gets some of the benefit of it, but you don't want, it doesn't need to be in a ginormous windstorm either, but you're trying to, like mentioned, to simulate what you would find in nature, which some days is a slight breeze and some days is a little stronger breeze and some days it's a storm. But as mentioned, you don't necessarily have to have a storm for the plants. You just want to give them some some good air circulation. So thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.